prefrontal cortex is your CEO, the executive control center, the part of your brain that plans, decides, regulates emotions, resists impulses. Without it, you're at the mercy of automatic reactions, primitive drives, emotional chaos. This is what separates humans from other animals and what separates functional humans from dysfunctional ones. The prefrontal cortex sits right behind your forehead. It's the last part of the brain to develop. Not fully mature until your mid-20s. This is why teenagers make terrible decisions. Their prefrontal cortex is still under construction. Emotions and impulses dominate because the regulatory system isn't fully online yet. But even in adults, the prefrontal cortex is vulnerable. Stress suppresses it. Sleep deprivation impairs it. Alcohol shuts it down. Blood sugar crashes weaken it. When your prefrontal cortex is offline, you revert to more primitive brain regions. The limbic system takes over. Emotions drive behavior. Impulses win. This is why you make poor decisions when tired, hungry, or stressed. Not because you're weak, because the part of your brain responsible for good decisions is temporarily impaired. Understanding this allows you to structure your life to protect prefrontal function. The prefrontal cortex has limited resources. It runs on glucose. When glucose drops, so does executive function. This is why important decisions and difficult tasks should happen when you're well-fed and rested. Morning for most people, when the prefrontal cortex is fresh. Decision fatigue is real. Every decision depletes prefrontal resources slightly. By the end of the day, after hundreds of small decisions, your capacity for self-control is diminished. This is why you're more likely to skip the gym, eat junk food, or scroll social media at night. Your prefrontal cortex is exhausted. The solution is reducing unnecessary decisions. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit daily, Obama too. Not because they lacked fashion sense, because they understood decision fatigue. Every trivial choice depletes the resource they needed for important decisions. Automate the small stuff, preserve executive function for what matters. The prefrontal cortex enables working memory, your ability to hold information in mind while manipulating it. This is crucial for problem solving, for planning, for reasoning. Working memory capacity varies between people, but it's trainable. Certain cognitive exercises expand it. Meditation strengthens the prefrontal cortex. Brain scans show increased thickness and activity in meditators. This isn't surprising. Meditation is essentially prefrontal cortex training. Noticing when attention wanders, redirecting it over and over. This strengthens the networks responsible for attention control and emotional regulation. Chronic stress damages the prefrontal cortex. High cortisol literally shrinks it. This is why chronically stressed people struggle with decision-making and impulse control. Not moral failure, brain damage from stress. The good news? The damage is reversible. Reduce stress and the prefrontal cortex recovers. Exercise benefits the prefrontal cortex. Aerobic exercise increases blood flow, promotes neurogenesis, releases BDNF. All of this supports prefrontal function. This is one reason regular exercisers often report better focus and self-control. Their prefrontal cortex is healthier. The prefrontal cortex enables delayed gratification. The marshmallow test, famous from psychology research, measures prefrontal function. Kids who can resist eating a marshmallow for a bigger reward later have more active prefrontal cortexes. This predicts life outcomes. Not perfectly, but significantly. You can train delayed gratification. Every time you resist an impulse, you strengthen prefrontal circuits. Every time you give in, you weaken them. Small decisions matter. Choosing the hard thing over the easy thing, the healthy thing over the pleasurable thing. These aren't just good choices, they're neural training. The prefrontal cortex allows cognitive reappraisal. Changing how you think about a situation. This is more sophisticated than suppression. Suppression is pushing feelings down, requires constant effort. Exhaust the prefrontal cortex. Reappraisal is reframing the situation so different emotions arise naturally, more effective, less depleting. Perspective taking requires the prefrontal cortex, understanding another person's viewpoint, recognizing that your perspective isn't the only one. Theory of mind. This is complex cognitive work. When the prefrontal cortex is impaired, people become more self-centered, less empathetic, not because they don't care, because the brain region enabling empathy is offline. Substance abuse impairs the prefrontal cortex, alcohol, drugs, even excessive screen time. These hijack the reward system, the limbic system, and suppress prefrontal control. This is why addicts know intellectually they should stop but can't. Their prefrontal cortex is trying, but it's outgunned by a hyperactive reward system. Recovery requires rebuilding prefrontal function through abstinence, through practices that strengthen it, meditation, exercise, cognitive behavioral therapy. These rebuild the regulatory capacity, restore top-down control, allow rational decision-making to override impulsive urges. Aging affects the prefrontal cortex. It's one of the first regions to decline. This is why older adults sometimes struggle with impulse control. Planning, multitasking, not inevitable decline, but common. The good news? The interventions that strengthen the prefrontal cortex at any age work in older adults too. Mental challenge protects the prefrontal cortex, learning new skills, solving problems. Anything that requires executive function strengthens it. Use it or lose it applies to the prefrontal cortex more than any other brain region. Your prefrontal cortex is your superpower, your advantage, your key to living intentionally instead of reactively. Protect it, strengthen it, use it wisely. This is how you become the person you want to be. Not through motivation, through neuroscience,